Welcome back, my lovelies. We are so excited about today's YouTube because we're going to talk about the top 5 best kitchen layouts. You need this. Follow me. Welcome back, guys. I love kitchens. I love kitchen design. One of my focuses in my interior design business are kitchens. Why? Because kitchens sell homes. Kitchens make homes. The room you use the most in a home is your kitchen. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 layouts. Here we go. The very first one is an L-shaped kitchen. Now, L-shaped kitchens are better for homes that are smaller. Why? Because you really only have 2 walls to work with, and they tend to be open kitchens. They're open to a family room, they're open to a living room, they're just open, which allows you to create an L-shaped kitchen. So here are some examples. Let's look at our very first example. We've got this very artsy kitchen, which I really enjoy, and I think that the upper cabinet days apparently they're over. I mean, you cannot find a good kitchen these days that has an upper cabinet. So I hope you guys don't have many dishes. It's about living an edited life. So it actually works with my new philosophy of you only need what you need and you don't want a plethora of things. Back to the L-shaped kitchen. You don't need upper cabinets if you have edited your things. You don't need 15 colanders. You don't need 15 spatulas. If you've edited your kitchen, you can have an L-shaped kitchen without upper cabinets. So this is my absolute favorite L-shaped kitchen that I'm showing you today. I love this island. How interesting is this? I know you guys are going to complain that this is not doable in every home, and I'm not bringing it up. By the way, it has an upper cabinet, but it's a cool upper cabinet because it's glass. But the idea is to talk about the shape and the design. Of course, you can put a regular island in the middle, but you know, when you do something interesting and architectural in your home, and you do it with intention and purpose, look how good it can look. And not everything has to have that element. It could just be a moment. You know, the chandelier is a Bellini chandelier from probably the 50s from Murano. And that was, you know, that's 70 years old and it just looks great in this kitchen. So anyway, moving on. The next L-shaped kitchen is an all-wood kitchen. And it's got upper cabinets, but it's done in a way that sort of has half up, half down, meaning it's half of it is open, half of it is closed. That's a great way if you don't have a lot of space in a small apartment. And I love the sink with a travertine base. So it looks like you've got sort of a module where the sink is, like its own beautiful entity. It looks like furniture, it doesn't look like a kitchen. It's so nice. And our next kitchen is going to be something I wanted to, of course, put all kinds of kitchens. It's not about, you know, the most expensive kitchen, but it's about kitchens that are that I think look good, that I think work, and many of you might have in your space. Here, again, you have slanted ceilings, but the idea is that this is an L-shaped kitchen with a butcher block top to a certain color. And then your upper cabinets could be glass and wood. I mean, this to me is work. So you don't have to make your space feel confined. Upper cabinets that are closed, lower cabinets that are closed, to me feel very closed off and in your face. So you want to open it up. You want a little bit of breathing room, and that's what you've got here. Now make sure you watch at the very end because the last example is probably the most interesting one. You don't want to miss that. The next example is going to be the one-wall kitchen. What do I mean by that? It's not as simple as one wall. Here is a great example. This happens to be my kitchen. And for those of you who know me, you've seen this kitchen. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, this is the time to do it. Those of you who are subscribed for years and years, I love you, I thank you, I'm grateful to you. But those of you that are new, you might try and subscribe because you'll get an alert and you might not miss out on some really good content. So back to this one wall kitchen, what it means is essentially the wall in the back where you see the arch as an example is a solo wall. That wall could stand on its own. And it's not connected to anything. There's nothing to the left of it. There's nothing to the right of it. To the right of it, by the way, is a window, a beautiful double door, Pinky's double door glass where you can go outside. So that wall by itself is its own element, and then you can float other things in the kitchen like an island, or you can have things opposite that wall. But that wall is basically your focal point, and you want to make it as grand and fabulous as possible. Here's another one-wall kitchen. As you can see to the right of it, you've got a door that leads you to a hallway or bedrooms or whatever, and to the left it just dies. So essentially a one-wall kitchen is not connecting cabinets in a 90-degree. And I love it because I don't know if I love the 90-degree angle in a kitchen. I just think it feels dated, and if there's a way for you to cut it up and make it look more like a room versus a kitchen, then that's the way to go. Here is another one. Oh, dream kitchen. This is what inspires me to do great work. I love it. This is by Kitchens by Paul, who is a very good friend of mine, and we always share ideas with one another. And I just love the roundedness of that wall. It actually inspired me to do the kitchen that I showed you earlier, and it is just done beautifully. And to me, this is the best. Guys, you know what I'm gonna say next? I wanna meet you. Should we meet? Well, we can meet. We can meet and talk about design. We can meet and talk about anything. I am here for you guys, and I love meeting every one of you. I've had so much fun the last few weeks. We've done kitchen designs. We have done room layouts. We've done colors. We picked furniture together, and you can too. If you want to book a 20-minute, a 1-hour, a 10-hour meeting with me through Zoom, all you have to do is click on the link in the description section. The U-shaped kitchen. Most of us have a U-shaped kitchen. And unfortunately, it's my least favorite kitchen. It's my least favorite kitchen because it's just so ordinary. And if you have a U-shaped kitchen, what can we do? There's nothing we can do other than break it down and start over. I'm exaggerating. It's obviously, I would much rather have a one-wall kitchen. That's my favorite, but a U-shaped kitchen is quite utilitarian and very useful. And it's great if you love to cook and you need a lot of counter space and you can connect everything. And essentially this is your U-shaped kitchen. You've seen them before. Here's another U-shaped kitchen. This one I particularly find interesting because the entire back wall is lined with stainless steel, makes it a little more fun, seems a little industrial, and at least you are bringing in some flavor into your U-shaped kitchen. And another U-shaped kitchen I particularly love, this is Emma Chamberlain's kitchen from Architectural Digest. And what I like about this kitchen is the fact that A, it's U-shaped, but it works. It works because it's half U-shaped, half galley, but we'll get into galley later. I like the fact that you've got this beautiful skylight. This is a mid-century home, and they really wanted to take advantage of its original beautiful architecture. And so having an entire open roof, a ceiling of windows just makes this kitchen so incredible. And the sink is all marble and it goes all the way down. How original is that? And then you can, of course, bring in a little bit of color, which I am really thirsty for. This mint green I think looks great with the pop of the clay backsplash. I think this is a really inventive way to modernize this mid-century home. The very next space is really defined by your lack of space. This is primarily New York, Boston, places back east that have very little space and everything is long and lean. Galley kitchens. Galley kitchens can be very, very chic if you do the right flooring. I love seeing checkered board floors in a galley kitchen. I love seeing pattern in a galley kitchen because otherwise, especially on the floor, and then everything else can be simple. This is a little jazzeroozy for me. I don't know if I would do blue cabinets with the white, but it is a galley kitchen I wanted to show you an example of. I prefer this kitchen. This galley kitchen to me is a little bit more refined. It's a little bit more timeless. Again, it has that checkerboard pattern. Something about galley kitchens and checkerboard really work well. If you have one and you don't know how to update it, immediately start with your floor. Now, here you have another galley kitchen. This is to me a timeless kitchen. I've seen this kitchen in 18 different ways throughout the years, and it feels almost like a butler's pantry, but it feels very utilitarian and it doesn't feel claustrophobic, even though the cabinets are dark. I'm really feeling these dark cabinets lately. I don't know why. I think I'm just so tired of seeing white everywhere. So really great way to update a galley kitchen. And also think about the lighting. The lighting in a galley kitchen is also very important because it's an architectural element that's going to center your room. It's where your eye is going to fall or go to after your floors. The G. Now the G is interesting because you are in a way forced not to have an island, but you can have an island. So you got to be careful with the G-shaped kitchen. The G-shaped kitchen has a half protruding, I would say, island where you can have people sit and look into the kitchen. This is done in homes where, again, space is a little bit tight and the configuration of the home is more of a long vertical. And so a lot of people cap off the kitchen with a G, which hides some of the, some of the goings on in the kitchen, which isn't bad. And you can put 2 stools. Here's an all wood G-shaped kitchen. This one got my heart. This G kitchen is wonderful. I love it. I love the way the light hits this room, but that's not because it's a G. But again, this is an open space. By the way, you can plop in a G kitchen in the middle of a home. I've seen this actually. Frank Lloyd Wright has done many of these kitchens in the day where he would have a G, because most of Frank Lloyd Wright's work really is phenomenal. But he does a lot of G kitchens. And G kitchens are really interesting because they really take advantage of the space that's around it. If you're able to pop a kitchen in the middle of a room, open space is actually very useful in creating a G kitchen. So if you want this look, this is the way to go. Definitely all wood, minimal clean. You're gonna have to get appliance covers, meaning everything is paneled refrigerator, paneled dishwasher, paneled everything except your ovens. And you can have a really beautiful, beautiful kitchen. Do you have one of these layouts, or is there one that speaks to you? You know I gotta hear about this. I wanna thank you guys for being such supportive, wonderful, beautiful members of this channel. We are a tight community and we love each other, don't we? We do. We only give each other love, positivity, support, because what I give you guys, you return in favor to me, and I am happy to be here to answer all of your questions. I can't wait to see you guys again next week on this channel, The Red Elevator. Have a good one and be safe.